Today's video is brought to you by Hex Gaming. Let me ask you a question. Do you need that competitive edge in that first-person shooter, third-person shooter? Are you just getting straight clapped by the competition? Or how about that raid in that console MMO? Do you need something to give you some ease for your next cooldown, make your rotation a little bit simpler? You need some customizable buttons? Or do you just want a flashy controller? Visit Hex Gaming today and use promo code TANEK127 to get 5% off anything you order in the Hex Gaming store. That's hexgaming.com. Use promo code TANEK127 at checkout to get yourself a discount. Enjoy the video, guys. Hello gamers and gamettes, what is going on? My name is TANEK127 and welcome back to another video. And guys, in today's video I have a really big treat for you guys, but I also have something to tell you all, and a lot of you are going to be disappointed in. So what if I were to tell you guys that I have still not touched Endwalker, and I have no idea what a Reaper even feels like in Final Fantasy XIV? Yeah. I literally just have not got around to buying that expansion, re-downloading that game, and just diving into all the goodness Endwalker has. And can you believe we're already over a month into patch 6.2, and I'm just so behind. I'm still stuck in I'm still in Stormblood territory in Final Fantasy XIV. When I finally do get back on that game, I have a ton of catching up to do. And I'm sure a lot of you guys are probably just looking like, Tanek, you're not playing that shit, bro. You've been saying this for like a year or so. And I don't blame you for having that mentality. But no, in all seriousness, I do want to play the game again. I'm not gonna lie about that. Every time I watch a trailer and I see some new things with it, I am excited, and I want to try out the Reaper more than anything. Just haven't had the time, haven't got around to it yet, but trust me, I will. And when I do, you'll know, because you'll be seeing a lot more of my own personal gameplay in these videos. But in today's video, I do got a topic that I want to discuss with you guys about. I've already wasted enough of your time. We're a minute in here, and I haven't even got to the discussion yet, so I know you're already mad. But anyway, we're here to talk about Final Fantasy XIV on Xbox. Like I said, I'm not going to be making a ton of videos on this topic because there's not a lot of information that goes up and around, and I don't want to clickbait anybody when it comes to this subject. It's a very sensitive, thing. But if you want to stay up to date on all things Final Fantasy XIV Xbox, make sure you are liking today's video. If you're new here, subscribe to the channel and click that notification bell, turn on the notifications so that way you never miss a video. So, Tokyo Game Show happened this month. No surprise, you guys know that and everything. And good old Mr. Phil Spencer has been interviewed by a lot of different press outlets, and several of them have asked him straight up, hey, what's up with Final Fantasy XIV on Xbox? You guys have been talking about, and you made a little tease of this since XO19. That's where they teased, the whole all the Final Fantasy games coming to the Xbox platform. And when they got past 13 and when it went to 14, it did some weird thing or tease, and there were like just little teases in the crowd and stuff like that. I don't remember exactly how it went, but there was an event where they were showing all the past Final Fantasy games coming to Xbox, and the way the event alluded was as if 14 was going to come to the platform eventually, and according to Mr. Phil Spencer, it is. So I'm going to read you guys a little excerpt that he was interviewed with GameWatchImpress.co, and then we're just going to go ahead and discuss my opinions on the current situation and go from there. So it goes to say, in the XO19 interview, it was impressive that you said that you learned a lot from failure in Japan on Xbox One. But how was this failure utilized in the development of the Series X and Series S? Phil Spencer goes to say, that's a lot, and he laughs. I think we talked about returning Japan to Tier 1 in XO19, but with the Xbox Series X launch, Japan will also match the timing with the global launch, provide the same services, invest in a lot of time, and creators. I made it important to talk with people in communities. These are lessons we learned from the failure of Xbox One. There is no doubt that our core experience in the Japanese market has supported us now. And I can say they've done a great job. I mean, them bringing Phantasy Star Online 2 to the West alone was a a massive thing. You know, you got, if you can't give Xbox props for anything else, give them props for that. If it weren't for Microsoft, we would not have Phantasy Star Online 2 in the West. I know it took a century to come to PlayStation, and me personally, I know it ain't my fault, but I'm sorry about that. That even pissed me off. But you know, at least you can see Microsoft is on the right track when it comes to the Japanese game market and stuff like that. So now, the next excerpt of the article goes to say, the only dissatisfaction with the content announced at XO19 is that Final Fantasy XIV cannot be played on Xbox yet. It has been 3 years already. Is it still impossible? And Phil Spencer goes to say, ha ha ha, I did say that, and laughs. Of course, I haven't given up yet. This is Microsoft and Square Enix commitment to the game fans, and we will continue to coordinate. So basically, you know, and when asked about this with all the different other press articles and stuff like that, he'll say things like, me and Yoshida-san are still in talks about it. We're still trying to work around different ways, and yada yada yada. There's a billion different press outlets that interviewed him about this same topic. I'm going to leave this one down in the video description for you guys to check out. But even this one links you to several other ones where he says something similar of this nature. Basically, what it means is they're still working on it. They're still negotiating things and yada yada yada. So my take on this, in short, over the past 3 years, we have heard all kinds of different crap. We have heard that there are legal things on the PlayStation side that prevent it from, you know, being cross-play with the Xbox platform. We have heard that there are legal things on the Xbox side that prevent it from being cross-play with the PlayStation platform. We have heard that there are legal things in Square Enix's 14 contract that don't mesh with Xbox policies. And yada yada. There's been so many different takeaways, and so many different press outlets have started so many different rumors when it comes to this thing, and people have tweeted me so much different BS when it comes to this situation. It's unreal. Now, me personally, the only thing I don't get is I'm not you know, a legal expert with video game specifics and stuff like that, so I can't say for sure. I'm no game developer, and I'm going to make that disclaimer here now. But what I do know is I know Elder Scrolls Online, I know Neverwinter, I know Terra Console, and you know, even Fortnite, for God's sakes. It's not an MMO, but I'm just saying. All these different games have subscription services, and they are on, you know, all these different platforms with no issues involved. Hell, Terra Console even has a subscription, and it's crossplay with both platforms. Granted, you know, it's not a forced and, you know, required subscription like Final Fantasy XIV is, but it's still, you know, a monthly subscription option that you can play. And a lot of these games are on Xbox, you know, just fine with crossplay with, or different things like that. Well, Elder Scrolls doesn't have crossplay, but you know, there are some crossplay games that do have subscription models and things like that go across Xbox, Nintendo, Switch, PC, yada yada yada. Now, my personal take on this, and one reason I think it's taking so long, is I personally think when it comes to the Xbox platform, they're doing one of two things. A, they are trying to get Final Fantasy XIV for Xbox implemented in Game Pass in some way. And that in itself can probably take a lot of different legal routes and stuff, because they could be working on some deal with the subscription service. Like, hey, do you have Game Pass? You get a Final Fantasy XIV basic tier subscription for free, or something like that. Maybe they could be trying to do that. You know, it's just a possibility. I'm not trying to say that to piss anyone off, but, you know, I'm just saying. Also, one other thing they could be trying to do, and this, I believe, could make things take longer, because this is a pain, and especially on Sony's part. No offense to PlayStation fans, but Sony's made this complicated already in the past. If they're trying to implement cross progression for people who have already played 14 on PC or PlayStation and give them cross progression on Xbox, that in itself could take a while, because there are crossplay games even today that, you know, Sony's finally allowed to be crossplay on other platforms. They can't have cross progression because of their something about, you know, the legal information in the game being outdated with Sony's policies or something like that. Like, for example, if you've played Paladins or Smite from Hi-Rez Studios. These two games, they're fully cross-play on PC, PlayStation, Xbox, and Switch. However, the PlayStation versions will not have cross-progression with the other versions because Sony's policies don't allow it. And if they're trying to do cross-progression with Final Fantasy XIV, from what I've seen from other games, that can definitely be something that would hold up the development process. But like I said, guys, I'm no legal expert on gaming. I'm no game developer. I'm just taking a guess from, things I've seen in the industry myself and things that I have personal knowledge of. Now, me personally, if you're an Xbox person looking to play Final Fantasy XIV, I'm going to be real with you. Final Fantasy XIV is an ever-evolving, ever-growing game, and this game doesn't look like it's slowing down anytime soon. They had, one of their last biggest expansions that finished their first big arc of story content. Guess what? They're still pumping out tons of content. So this game isn't slowing down anytime soon. My personal suggestion for anybody who wants to play 14 and you want to do it sooner rather than later, I wouldn't sit around waiting for the Xbox version. To be honest, I would invest in a high-end PlayStation console or a gaming PC. And the reason I say that, and me, I'm the last person to tell anybody to spend money or anything like that. But Final Fantasy XIV as an MMORPG is an investment in itself. It has a monthly subscription fee. There's different expansions you gotta buy. There is an in-game cash shop. You're going to be spending money over time. So, if you're going to embark on this investment anyway, you might as well invest in something that'll get you to be able to play this MMO experience that you've been dying for at the best quality possible. Or, at least try a demo of it out or something on a PlayStation or PC first if you haven't got a chance to test out Final Fantasy XIV. Maybe you got an old laptop or somewhere or something or something like that. But I'm just saying, I think the Xbox version is going to happen. It's just the way that, this game is moving and how successful it's been. I don't know how long people want to sit around and just wait, because let's be realistic. What if the Xbox version doesn't happen until 7.0? You have like 10 years of content to catch up on. That's not slowing down in the slightest. And don't get me wrong, with dedicated grind time, you can definitely work through it. I'm just saying, if you're someone who really wants to invest in this game and it looks like it's something for you, I would invest in Final Fantasy XIV sooner rather than later. But that's just my personal opinion. Let me know how you guys are feeling down in the comments below. Are you still waiting for Final Fantasy XIV on Xbox, or did you finally just, jump ship to another platform and decide to play it somewhere else? Let me know down in the comments. Anyway, guys, y'all enjoyed today's video? Smash that like button. I will see y'all in the next one. Peace out. Have a good one.